Hey, what's going on, guys? Daniel Kump here. I want to throw this video together real quick. It's kind of off the cuff. I'm just going to go with the flow, but hopefully you guys will get some value out of this and we can learn together as we're going through this. Now, I was at a conference last week in Las Vegas. I got a lot of really good information, so I want to share some of that with you right now, and also I'm going to share that with you in the next few videos. So we're going to talk about some key marketing tips today that I learned last week, and really there's 4 key marketing tips that I want to go over with you. So I have a notebook here that I'm going to go off of. If you have a pen, a paper, a notepad open on your computer, whatever it is, but be prepared to take some notes. If you're not familiar with Ray Higdon, he's very famous in the online marketing world or the network marketing world, and he has a saying that your notes are like your uncashed checks. So some of the notes and the things that I'm sharing with you right now, you're going to be able to use as content that you can share value with other people, whether it be in a blog, a post that you do on Facebook, a video that you make for YouTube. So the stuff that you're watching right now, you can literally just take that and share with other people. And if you guys haven't heard this acronym, it's called ILT, right? You can write this down. ILT, and that stands for Invest, Learn, Teach. So what you're going to be doing right now, and what I did this past weekend, is ILT. So you invest time, sometimes money, and you learn something, and then you teach that to others. So that's what ILT is. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And I want you to realize that as you're watching this video, yeah, you can get some value, but what you also want to do is you want to be able to get that information back out to other people. And we're going to go over some of those marketing tips about giving value and being an authority, and that's exactly what we're talking about right now, okay? All right, so like I said, this is a little free-flowing, it's off the cuff, so just hang in there. So 4 marketing keys, okay? 4 marketing tips. I could make it more, but I'm trying to keep it short and concise, so it's not too long, and I don't want to make this video a half hour long when it can really only be 10 to 12 minutes. Might even be longer. We'll see when we get there. All right, so key marketing tips. Number 1. One of the things that you want to have, and I hope you guys are taking notes and writing this information down. So one of the first things that you want when you're marketing online, okay, or you're just marketing in general, is one of the things that people need to see is social proof, okay? So when I go back and edit this video, I'm probably also going to throw some either tips down below, or I'm going to have some, cutouts in the screen that are going to show you what social proof is. But social proof basically is proof that when let's say you make a Facebook post, right? And you're talking about your business, or you want to get people excited about your business, are other people liking your post? Are other people commenting on your post? So if you say, hey guys, I got this great offer, or there's a webinar coming up, if you want more info on it, then comment info down in the comment box below. And let's say nobody comments on it, then there's no social proof there. So why would somebody be like, well, nobody else is doing it, so why should I do it? And unfortunately, that's society that we live in. People need social proof that something works. So what you want to have is, if you do one of those posts online, let's say on Facebook, and you say, hey guys, if you want more information, comment info below, and there's 20, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people that comment info, that is social proof that you're onto something, that there's some value there, that people might want that info that you're talking about. And what that's going to do for folks is that's going to give them security. And that is part of one of the marketing tips. I could have made this number 2, but it really, security these days, it ties into social proof. So, when people see that there is social proof in something, that everybody else is doing it, kind of like the bandwagon thing, that when people jumping on board, they're going to see that, okay, I can get into this because, Susie, Mary, Billy, Bob, and Joe are jumping on too. So I'm going to go check it out too. So it gives them a sense of security. So these two really kind of tie themselves together. So number 2, all right, is authority positioning. So what does authority positioning mean? You could take it a lot of different ways, but I like to keep things stupid simple. And authority positioning is literally just what you and I are doing right now. Now, I'm not some crazy authority in the online world. I happen to make a lot of videos. I like making videos. I like giving value. I like teaching things to you guys. I like learning things myself, the ILT part. But authority positioning basically is, you know, when somebody goes to you for content or somebody looks at you to learn something, then you are an authority in that particular niche that you're in. So what I'm doing right now is I'm giving you value on marketing tips. So I am the authority here right now. But when you take this content that you're learning right now and then you turn around and then you give that to somebody else, then that is authority positioning for yourself. So one of the great ways to have authority positioning in the online marketing space is doing videos. Literally just like we're doing right now, you can be creating videos and teaching people how to do things. Just by the mere fact that you're on video is authority positioning, because if you think about it, all the online marketers, and as you scroll through your Facebook feed and as you go onto YouTube and you're looking at, you know, certain videos of how to do things, how to create, you know, how to create content, how to create an iMovie, how to build a sales funnel, whatever it is, when you're watching people on YouTube, when you're watching them do those things, they are the authority because you're going to them for the value. You're going to them to learn. So authority positioning is key. Let me write that down for you. And yes, my writing sucks. I get it, but as long as you can see it, we're good. So with authority positioning, one of the things that I like to do, and again, note this down, this is something you want to think about too. When you're giving away value, when you're teaching somebody how to do something, you know, for me, I like to keep it stupid simple. So people like simplicity. Okay, this one is very important. People like simplicity, and I have other videos. If you're looking on my YouTube channel, you can see that I have certain videos on, you know, how to build a sales page or how to do a Facebook ad. And although sometimes the videos might be really long, I like to break it down to a point where it's very understandable. You can easily watch the information, you can pause it, you can go back, you can take a note, but you can watch the information and you can actually learn from it. So I don't like to get too technical, because this business, the online marketing space, can be very, very overwhelming. You can go through information overload. And, you know, I have a friend of mine who's in one of my businesses, and, you know, she's dealing with a lot of that too, info overwhelm, because, you know, a lot of people get stuck and they get, you know, oh, there's this offer over here, there's that offer over here, there's this offer over here, there's that offer over there. And you start like thinking that, you know, one of these is going to work, when really what you just need to do is you need to narrow your own funnel down and get good at one thing. And then once you master that one thing, move on to the next thing. And I know I'm kind of trailing on here a little bit, but I also think it's important to realize that when you're talking about simplicity, that you focus on keeping it really stupid simple for people. Because if it's easy to follow along, if people are going to you because you're the authority, because you created a video and you want people to watch that video as you're going through, you want people to be able to follow along, okay? And so as you're watching this video, hopefully you guys can follow along. Hopefully you guys can see these steps and understand the importance that they have, okay? So number 3, I'm gonna start running out of space here, is value, all right? Mega important. Probably one of the most important things with marketing, especially online marketing, is giving away value. So what does it mean to give away value? Well, you can do it in many different ways. So if you're going to post something on Facebook, you want to think of very, very important step. I actually didn't have this written down, but I remembered it because it's that important, okay? So remember this, 80-20. The 80-20 rule is in life. It's all throughout life. It's all throughout our business. It's all throughout literally every part of our online marketing business, every part of our day-to-day life. You can break it down in many different ways, but I specifically want to talk about this when it comes to value, okay? So let's say you run a lot of your business off of Facebook, okay? As you're posting, what you want to do is you want to be posting, 80% of the time you want to be either giving away value, talking about, results, value, lifestyle, that type of thing. And then 20% of the time you want to be pitching, okay? So 80% value, 20% pitching. you really, if you pitch 100% of the times, and you guys know these folks on Facebook, and hopefully, you're not one of them. Hopefully you guys get it. You're in the know when it comes to giving away value. But, think of these people that, you could be scrolling through your Facebook feed on your MacBook, laptop, tablet, phone, whatever. And when you see these people that are constantly pitching, you either A, ignore them, or B, stop following them, because all they do is pitch and nobody's interested in that. So you want to be able to give away value at least 80% of the time. So that way when you do pitch, people are like, all right, well, let me see what he's talking about. They might, even if they don't click, on your link or on your website, they might stop to read it. And eventually, when the time is right for that person, that's when they decide, they've made that decision that the time is right. Then they can jump onto your opportunity, but not if you're pitching 100% of the time, okay? So when it comes to value, just make sure that focus a lot of what you do on value. And also what I want you to think about too when it comes to value is get addicted to the process. So the process of literally what I'm doing right now, the art of making videos, the art of giving away value, teaching people how to do things. I love doing this shit. I really do. And I know my wife thinks I'm weird sometimes because I'm always in here and I'm always making videos, or I'm putting these, posts together where I like to give information away. But I get addicted to the process. And when you do, you don't get as focused on the outcome. Don't get me wrong. I like results. You should love results too. Everybody loves seeing those, those emails come in that, hey, someone came into your business, you have a new sale, somebody upgraded and you got a bigger commission. Those things are always great. But when you focus on the process and not the outcome, you don't get too stuck on, oh man, I just bought this traffic and I got 300 clicks. Nobody signed up. It doesn't work. It's not the case. You just got to rechannel your efforts a little bit. And if you fall down, just get back up. Okay? So value. Make sure you're always giving away value at least 80% of the time with a post, with a video, with an email. When you're emailing, if you have an email marketing list, okay? Let's say you have a list of 5,000 people or 10,000 people or 100 people. It doesn't really matter. One, you should be emailing every single day. Email your list at least once a day. And the people that unsubscribe, bye-bye, let them go, because they're not going to join your opportunity or buy your product anyway, so let them go. Obviously, you want to keep building your list, but as you're emailing your list, about 80% of the time you want to be giving away value. Again, 80-20 rule. 20% of the time you want to pitch, okay? And you can shape that a bunch of different ways too. So think about it, if you're emailing your list every day, 80% of one email, like the one body of the email, you could give away, and 80% of that email, give away value, lots of golden nuggets of value. And then at the end of that email, in the back 20% of that email, you could pitch your product. Or you could do 80% of all your emails are value, and then 20% of your emails are your pitch. Again, you can shape that 80-20%, however you want. And the last thing, guys, probably out of all of this, is your story, okay? So keep your story real, tell your story a lot, incorporate your story into your emails, into your value, into a lot of the things that you do, into your posts. So that way, people know that you're real. You're not some online tech guru that has all the answers. You're a real person. And for those of you that haven't seen any of my other videos, I'm a real person. I'm here in my home in Derry, New Hampshire. This is my home office here. And, I've been in and around network marketing for the past 15 years. I haven't had a lot of success, but also I never really went all in until this past spring when I found, somebody online, a mentor, somebody that I started following. And finally on July 15th of this year, and I have that date circled on my calendar, I think I referenced it in the past as the 19th, but I went back and I double checked. It's actually the 15th. I made a decision. I made a commitment to go all in because, my son has a lot of special challenges. He's almost 3 years old. He's undiagnosed. And, my wife stays home with him every single day. And, I can just see, sometimes the pain that she goes through and the struggle that, we as a family go through, knowing or just not knowing what is wrong You know, every single test he's ever had. We've seen every ology under the sun at Boston Children's Hospital, the quote unquote best children's hospital in the world. And, you know, we still don't have answers. He still can't crawl. He can't walk. He can't eat on his own. We feed him through a tube in his stomach. And I can tell you one thing, you know, you guys need to know when it comes to your story, you need to know your why. And my why, let me get down a little lower here. My why is my son, my wife, and my family. And all I know is that with online marketing, I want to know for sure that they are never going to have to worry about money. That's why I'm in this business. That's why I do what I do. And that's why on July 15th, after my wife said, "This life," we were sitting at our dining room table and we were looking at a pile of bills. She had a pile of you know, hospital bills in front of her, and I had a pile of other bills in front of me. And she said, "This life," and those words just resonated in my head. And that is what made me go all in and go after the business that I'm in right now, my primary business. And if you want, you know, if you do want information on that, or you want to, you know, check out and see what I'm doing in my business, then I'm going to leave a link below. So I want you guys to have a story and think about your why. And I'm going to tell you this right now, and if I keep talking about this, I'm going to start getting emotional. But if your why doesn't make you cry, then get another why. And I know that sounds kind of bold, but think about that for a second. If your why doesn't make you cry, if you think about it long and hard and you dive deep right into your gut, if your why doesn't make you cry, then you need another why, okay? And, you know, for the people that are in this and they just want, you know, I'm in it because I want to be rich, because I want money, because of this or that, there's always a deeper meaning. It goes way beyond money, okay? Everything goes way beyond money. And yeah, I want money, but I want money so my family can, you know, not have to worry about down the road if we have to put an addition on the house, if we have to buy a special vehicle for our son, if we have to build a ramp on the front or the back of our house, if we have to get him a special piece of equipment. I don't want to have to think about money. I want to just be able to just do it. And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm sharing this information with you. That's why I'm talking about having your story. So share that with other people so people know that you are real, okay? So I hope you guys got some value out of that. Again, these are just some key marketing tips that I learned last weekend. I'm going to be sharing a lot more information with you guys over the next few videos. So stay tuned to that. So just to recap real quick, guys, social proof. You know, people want to see that what you're talking about is working. It doesn't have to be with you. It can be with other people that you're associated with, right? But share those results. Say, hey, look at what, you know, my partner or my, you know, my business partner, or look at what my friend, you know, Joe is doing. Oh my God, I can't believe the success. Share that. Because people are going to feel a sense of security when they look at and see social proof, okay? Authority positioning, you know, give value away. And, you know, let me back up. So authority positioning, again, just by you giving away value, by you posting and teaching people how to do something, by you making a video, by you emailing out your list and teaching people how to do something, just by educating them, you are going to have authority positioning. And you need that in this online marketing niche, okay? And obviously, as you're doing that, you want to keep it simple. You want to make it easy for them to follow along. Okay? Constantly give value away. 80-20 rule when it comes to value. 80% of the time you're giving away value. 20% you're pitching, you know, your product or your service. And then 4, most important, have a story. Make sure people know your story. Make sure people know that you're real. You're not just some dude just sitting behind a laptop, just pitching all day long. You want to have a story. So I hope you guys got some value out of this. I look forward to talking to you guys on the next video. And again, if you want to check out more of this information, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment below. I love to read all the comments and I love responding with you guys. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me on social media. I'm going to leave those links below. And if you want to check out the same primary business that I'm using to have some amazing results right now, I'm going to leave those that information below. Ooh, I just got a message. I got a lead coming in, so I'm going to go follow up with that. Again, I will see you guys soon. See you on the next video. Talk to you soon. I'll see you at the top of the mountain, guys. Bye-bye.